Okay, we're going to do a cash flow analysis. I'm going to do that in Google Sheets, so I have a template out there. This is how you go look for your own Google Sheets, all Google Docs, if you have a Google logon. So I've got this template out here, and I'm going to copy the tab to a new one. I'll duplicate it and rename it cash flow analysis of the stock I'm about to look at, Cardinal Health. The symbol is CAH. So this has some inputs we need to get from the Morningstar database. So I have a little script to help me traverse that database. It logs on to the library first, the online library, and then we go to Morningstar database from there, and we'll be able to get all the information we need and put it into the analysis sheet there. So here's the Investment Research Center for Morningstar, and we'll click on Companies. We want to search by ticker, and I'll enter the CAH. Look under the Financials tab, and it defaults to the income statement there. We're looking at annual reports, 10 years worth. And we export it to Excel, making it easier to copy and paste. So we'll take the 9 years plus the trailing 12 months at the very end there, revenue data, paste it right in here. Okay, the next information we'll need comes from the cash flow statement. So we'll go back to Morningstar and we'll export the cash flow statement here. Net cash provided by operating activities. So we'll take these 10 years and drop them in there for the calculation. We're looking for trends. That's why we're going 10 years. And it's kind of like a rolling 5-year average that we're looking at here to see what the trend is. Next thing we'll look at is net cash used for investment activities. And that's usually a negative number. And we're going to invert it for our calculations. So grab those 10 years in that row there. Control C to copy, and Control V to paste it in here. So the first thing we'll look at is the 5-year delta of revenue growth divided by the 5-year return on invested capital. So it's year 1 minus, actually year 5 minus year 1 revenue will show you the growth, and that's divided by the return on invested capital for summed by 5 years, and the whole thing is divided by 5. That's a pretty good trend. It's trending up. It's positive. That's a real good sign. Next, we'll look at 5-year delta of net operating cash flow, and that's going to be divided by the same thing, the return on invested capital. And this one doesn't look quite as nice. It's not really trending up and all positive. So this would be kind of a watch situation, kind of a yellow light there. So this is not really endorsement to buy or sell this stock. It's just showing you how to do a quick cash flow analysis. Now, script language I use to do all this navigation of the database without doing very many keystrokes. I use something called AutoIT, and it's free software. You can download it. It's a scripting language, and it emulates keystrokes and mouse clicks, and really works pretty well if you have a repetitive task that you have to do a lot of times. You can actually write a script for it. And I'll show you what the actual programming language looks like too. So here's where we invoked internet and went to the library online, and we're signing in. And from there we go to the morning. Again, we have to log into that. This is all scripting language in AutoIT here. Sending the password. We can do a mouse click here on company information. Go to the window where we enter tickers and actually sending the value of the ticker. So this works pretty good for websites that don't change a lot. If they change their website, you have to change your script, so that's just the negative side of it. Hope you enjoyed the presentation.